Hello, gamers and geeks, and welcome to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM, and I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. And today, we are playing The Chase. We're on the 14th episode. I've decided to call it Mellow Mushroom Miasma, because the party is just hanging out with a bunch of Myconids huffing spores. But before we get to that, as you do, would the players like to introduce their characters?
First.
Who's going first?
Very well, I guess I'll do. I am playing Big Man. Big Man, Artificer Wizard. His name is as his name represents him very good. The biggest of men.
He's a small autonome.
What do you mean? He's the biggest of men.
Okay. He has a size complex, apparently.
His master was...
In his mind, he's huge.
His master was a very sick joker. Anyway, next person.
Who's going next?
I can go.
All right then.
So I'm playing Damokos Ulis, who is a paladin bard, Levistus tiefling, and he is itching for revenge and getting more and more frustrated and annoyed with every setback that the party experiences in general.
Mm-hmm.
That's him.
Yes, because you're supposed to be running away from the Drow.
Yes. Doesn't starting to really hate the running part as well.
Let's stand and fight.
Yes, exactly. Frustration boiling over.
Who next? Oh. We lost a buddy. Shan disappeared. And she's back!
Yeah.
Hooray!
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
Damokos, since no one's volunteering themselves, do you want to pick who goes next?
Tick should go next.
Alright.
Oh.
Tick tick boom.
I play Tick Tick, the darkling who's learning to be sneaky and tricksy and has been taking lessons from the Tia Cat. She is a warlock bard.
Mm-hmm. Darkling.
Darkling.
Yeah. Excellent. Who's going next?
Who hasn't gone?
So we haven't had a Nancy or Rivis or Amira.
A mirror.
A mirror on the wall.
Who's the fairest of them all?
The fairest of them all. I'm a kobold barbarian who's still getting to know who they are. But my name's Amira.
Perfect. Who's next?
I am a Nancy. I am the circle of the shepherd druid, and I am currently hobbling around.
And your
Let's see a little.
And your name is Anansi.
That's what I said.
That leaves us with Rivis. Rivis.
I am Rob. I play Rivis, the Triton Barbarian / Paladin.
Moot. That's everybody. And what happened last time we played? If you can't remember the reason.
We had a plan.
Mm-hmm.
We had a plan where we were going to. We knew that there was this there was past the Death Knight, down this one tunnel that led to the necropolis, there was another undead entity.
Mm-hmm.
And as we had just come across some chests with our stuff that had been guarded by various people, we thought possibly there was a chest down there which was guarded by
Something undead.
the undead entity, that possibly had more of our stuff. In the meantime, Rivis went for a walk and met a very angry kobold who he kind of befriended. And meanwhile, Damakos and Rob and Big Man and Anansi went down to the tunnel. And anyway, we sort of ended up having to fight this undead entity, and unbelievably the Death Knight sort of joined in because he thought he started attacking the slad thing that was in the tunnel.
Somebody summoned wolves.
Thing with the mouth.
Somebody summoned wolves.
Yes.
And
Nancy summoned wolves.
Mm-hmm.
And the Death Knight decided that that was the fault of the creature that was in the tunnel, so he started attacking him, so he sort of managed to get out of that fight. Also, Sooty had sent her familiar with us, so the familiar told Sooty and Amira and Rivis that we were engaged in a tick. Sorry.
I think we can get this done.
Yeah, tick. Told. So they were gathered, joined the fight, and then he got the chest and opened it, and there was a thing that looked like the Well of Worlds, only it turned out there was another monster in there. Well, initially we thought it was a female drow that was stuck in it, but it turned out it was a monster called a
Yochlol.
And then we had to fight the Yochlol. Yes. So that was such a tough battle that we retreated back to the Myconid village to recover, and that was it.
Well,
I'm not sure if anything else happened. But
I believe you retreated to a point where because in order to go down, only people who weren't living could go past the Death Knight. So you retreated to a point where your living companions could help fight the Yochlol, and you actually defeated her.
Yes.
You squished her. And
we did.
Then
you squish the Yochlol.
Then you went back to the Myconids to calm down and enjoy the heady
John, give me what you got left. So
scent of spores. Chill out.
Okay.
Like a bunch of stoners. Anyway. Again, it can only be enjoyed by the members of your party who are alive. So, Anansi is out of luck. And so's Big Man. But, yeah.
Indeedy.
They can't commune with
the rest of us are being high.
Sharing your thoughts and ideas with each other. While you are resting and relaxing, and spending some time sleeping,
how far is it?
You'll be vaguely aware of the absence of Tearcat before any of you wake up.
Tell me one.
Tearcat?
Sentry mode, I am purely conscious with it. I would see this, right? I'd see her going, just think, just doing Tearcat things.
Unless you've got a really good passive perception. Nah.
Oh, sneaky, yeah. Tia Cat is sneaky, yeah. I forgot.
Mhm.
I wouldn't see this. I wouldn't know.
Yep. So, Tick Tick, since you have been spending the most time with Tia Cat, you would probably be the first to go looking for her.
And I make a perception check.
Yeah, to see if you can see anything.
Yeah. 18. What does an 18 tell me?
Where she was sleeping, you see your dagger was left there. You also see some bone shavings, like somebody was carving a bone into whittling a bone into something.
And making a new dagger.
Making a new what?
Dagger.
Maybe.
Where'd she go though? Is there any note?
Nope.
Any footprints?
Make a survival check.
Oh, survival. I am great at these.
Or you can wake somebody up who is good at survival and have them help you look.
Depends on my roll.
Woo! She's pretty careful about leaving tracks, but you do see a couple of cat-like paw prints in the squishier parts of the tunnel.
I'm
Walking away
going
from the
to...
Go.
Oh, I'm going to wake the party.
How are you going to do that?
Guys.
What?
Yes.
What's going on?
Tia Cat's missing more than normal. Tracks go that way.
Tia Cat's
missing.
They're missing more than normal. It's the bit like that.
She probably just snuck off to steal something.
I don't like the idea of leaving her alone. What
She
is
didn't
it
mind the
about-
idea of leaving us.
Yeah, but I'm sure she cares about us deep down.
I'm
Do you think?
sure she doesn't.
That's not the impression she's given to me. But I'll take your word for it. She's teaching you, after all. That shows some degree of consideration.
Cats are not like people. They show they care in weird ways.
She's not exactly a cat.
No, but that's how Tick Tick's ruling it, because she doesn't want to believe Tia Cat would abandon them.
Alright. So you think she's been kidnapped?
Well, let's ask.
Maybe she decided to investigate something and got kidnapped.
Let's ask the
Being-
Myconids. Maybe they saw something. Maybe one of them noticed her go.
Okay.
Bag's got it.
Yeah,
Actually,
you
I'll
can't
ask one.
take. Yeah, you'll have to communicate with them telepathically via the spore network. So Big Man can't do that.
Good.
Okay, I'm going to ask Myconids Circle. Thank you for your kind allowing us to stay with you once again. I wonder if anyone saw our friend Tia Cat leaving, as she seems to have disappeared.
She did not disappear. She left. Shortly after, several Drow entered.
Drow came in and you didn't tell any of us. What happened?
We didn't know it was a problem.
You didn't know it was a
Problem. They didn't seem to have ill intent, though it was difficult for us to perceive.
Did she go with them willingly?
Unsure. They communicated.
Or did she go with them, or did she just follow them?
They travelled away together.
Damocos is going to say this to everyone else. But
Well,
everyone who can't
those of you who
hear
are
through. I mean, we could all probably hear, couldn't we? Yeah.
Except for those who are not on the network already. Yeah. So you
Nancy and
and
I'll be
Big
nice
man.
and translate, transcribe, whatever the word is,
all right.
for those who can't.
See, both saying it out loud. Okay.
Well, no, he can say it out loud. That's fine.
Tick Tick starts to cry.
Oh, Tick Tick, don't worry. Look, we'll find out what happened. Okay. It looks like she went off willingly with some Drow, so it can't have been that they were taking her prisoner. Can we get more information about the Drow from the Myconids? What did the Drow look like? What were they wearing? Did they seem hostile at all?
Their minds were guarded.
Which direction did they go in?
You get the impression of basically back the way that you'd come from, back
Right.
towards the Drow city.
Last place that Damocos wants to go. Unless he has an army. Because it's the first place he wants to go. Or Big Bomb.
And Nancy says, "Oh dear, this isn't the best."
Didn't we consider starting a rebellion back in the Drow Society? If we do end up back with the Drow, maybe this would be a good chance to start that rebellion, or at least, well, yeah, begin it.
Rivers,
What are you saying? Are you saying that
Rivers says, "Hate to say I told you, but I told you we needed to go to the city."
go to the city?
They're going to keep
Yeah,
chasing us until we literally get rid of them.
That is
So-
true.
Let's get rid of them and just pretend we're submitting. We need to make it look like we have a valid reason. They'll be suspicious.
You've learned your lesson and decided you don't want to leave after all.
Too scary out
Do
here.
you think that Earcat has betrayed us then? Betrayed our plans?
She didn't seem like the type.
I don't know. I think we'll have to find out anyway.
Sure.
Maybe we'll see if we can retrace her steps. Does everyone want to do that? Does everyone want to try and
Nearly got the third one.
trace, go back to the city?
Let's track her.
Yes, well, there's only one way to test whether she betrayed us or not. And that's to get it from the horse's mouth.
That
Or
is
the
true.
cat's mouth in this situation.
The cat's mouth.
Let's just get this over with.
As you are gathering your things,
If I get a telegram back.
Bob the cockatrice comes clucking into the chamber.
You can't.
I'm gonna look away.
Here cat would never leave Bob.
I'm gonna
No,
look
that's
away.
True.
They don't.
Away.
They don't turn you to stone unless they bite you.
Okay, I'm thinking of Medusa type.
So you can look at him.
Okay, well, I guess that settles it.
Bob, calm down, Bob. Calm down.
Or it didn't, because then he'd be dead, and that wouldn't be good.
It's a strange sort of hissy
I know.
gobble
It's massive.
squawk.
Nancy, can you speak to this cockatrice?
I can try.
Nancy and Tick Tick would both notice a piece of paper wrapped around the creature's leg.
And Nancy, you go ahead.
There was a note on its leg. Someone who maybe isn't me try and grab it. That I swear that cockatrice hates me.
So who wants to try and calm the bird down enough to be able to take the message from its leg?
I'll give it a shot.
Alright, what you gonna do?
And Nancy is going to just slowly approach the cockatrice with what is at least attempt. Oh, someone's left us.
They'll be back. There we are.
There we are.
Alright. Are you gonna do animal handling?
Yeah,
Try it.
roger that. Oh,
Okay. So as you try to approach calmly and quietly, not making any loud or sudden moves, it nevertheless bites you, or at least tries to bite you when you get close enough. +3. 5 doesn't hit.
when it misses, could I try to nab the piece of paper?
Yeah.
Alright, would that be dexterity? Sleight of hand?
Yeah, go for it.
Roger that. 12.
Yup. You've got the piece of paper. Are you going to move away from the cockatrice?
Oh yeah, and Nancy is definitely going to back up from the very angry cockatrice.
Uh-huh.
Why is it so angry?
It chases you.
Stress.
It chases you like an angry goose and pecks at you again.
He's just going to
7.
misses. He's just kind of pushing at the forehead of the cockatrice while it's trying to bite him with the butt of his staff. Not to harm it, just to kind of keep it away from him.
Do you want to try and restrain it? Or at least
Sure.
grapple it so that it
Oh.
can't attack.
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Contested strength.
Ooh.
You win. You win. You have grappled the cockatrice. You got it pinned. You're gonna read the note?
Yep. And Nancy's just going to unfurl the note and read it.
They've got me. Don't try to save me. Run.
Oh.
Gosh.
They got me.
Wait.
Don't try to save me. Run.
Oh, my legs are doing the walking thing.
that doesn't make any sense because the Myconids said she seemed to leave quite willingly with the Drow. Unless the Drow have got some hold over her that we don't know about.
You don't know what they said to her to make her go with you, with them.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess no. Well, okay. I guess we. Well, I think we're probably not going to obey the note, right? We are going to try and go and find her.
Of course not. We should probably head back to the Drow City anyway.
I mean, if the note is accurate, then we don't really have to do it then.
If the note is accurate, then you don't have to run?
You don't have to rescue if
Oh.
that's Big Man's take on it.
So, Big Man says, let's not save her, let's run. Basically.
You can stay here.
Basically, I'm fully expecting the party to fight him on, like, say, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Look, you can stay here all by yourself if you want. We're all going.
Pretty sure that the Paladins and the Barbarian are all going to say, nah, fuck that, let's go fight them. Right?
Yes, plus she's basically the expert on the Well of Worlds, so...
Yeah.
I guess.
That would be the little barbarian agreeing.
Nah!
So you agree with us, tiny friend, tiny furious friend?
Very much so.
There's even disembodied voice. There's even disembodied voices talking. I guess that's ref.
Yeah, don't worry. Stop trying to make it Stop trying to make it canon.
Alright.
Alright.
I really want to hug the little fire method. No, Cobalt.
Yeah, they're a kobold in this game. Yes.
But I'm afraid the Cobalt will bite me.
Did you settle on a colour, by the way, Amira? For your kobold? You're muted.
With me.
Amethyst. Cool. Alright, so you're a gem kobold. Very cool.
Can I have a hug, little furious Cobalt? Yay! She hugs!
The kobold hugs.
Double hug. Mini barbarian hugs.
Yay!
The kobold hugs the darkling.
It's probably quite a rough hug, I imagine. Like, you know, possibly raising a bruise.
Yes.
Worth it for the hug.
Kobolds have spiky bits. But yeah. So, are you going to leave the Myconid colony for on the far side away from the Drow City, or are you going to head back towards the Drow City?
We're going to head back towards the city in the direction that the Myconids say Tia Cat went, and the direction that the furious little cockatrice appeared from.
Yes. What is Anansi doing with the cockatrice now that he's got it? Because if you let it go, it's gonna start being a shit again.
And I imagine that Nancy's just kind of awkwardly carrying it as it tries to... awkwardly carrying it above his head as it tries to nip at his wrists, you know what I mean? Hold on, I've actually got an image for this.
I have slightly better animal handling now.
It's so far it's not been able to actually hurt him.
I'm still going to try and calm it down. I have slightly better. Oh, it still hates me.
Murder chicken. Murder chicken will not be quelled. Look, let's just bring it along with us. Come on, I don't think Tia Cat would forgive us if anything happened to it.
Oh, God.
You know, but let's drag it along with us. Maybe we can find a bag or something to put it in.
Could that be trying
Maybe
to...
one of the cases Pick has.
Let me try calm it down again. Could I roll another animal handling check to try to see if I can calm it down?
Yes, but first, you take
15 hits.
5 points of piercing damage and need to make a con save.
Save.
D20 plus 3.
Okay.
20.
Yeah, you're fine.
Listen, little cockatrice. I know we have our differences, but can we be friends, please?
Alright.
I'm gonna roll animal handling real quick.
Going for bathroom break. Be back as quick as I can.
Okie doke.
Oh my god! Oh my
Can I give you the help action or advantage or anything like that?
Please.
I think we all really want to try and get this chicken subdued.
Do you want to try and get it subdued, or do you want to kill the annoying thing?
Jude.
Please,
Tia Cat would be very annoyed if we killed it.
please give me the help action, please.
Reroll.
I will give you the help action.
Go ahead and roll again. There we go.
16.
Okay.
Oh, hallelujah.
It seems to be taking a break from biting and clawing at you. It's
And
still
that's
eyeing. It's still eyeing you warily, but it's not actively trying to bite you.
And Nancy just kind of sighs in relief as he... Well, he's still continuing to hold the cockatrice, but he's just glad that it's not trying to constantly bite him now.
Ugly murdered chicken.
Why do we have a cockatrice again?
Oh, don't even ask. We ended up having tea with a hag at one point, and it was one of her pets.
What's that?
Tia Cat
You
decided to keep a cockatrice as a pet.
stole a hag pet.
Still one of her chickens.
I wouldn't say so much stole. I mean, we did actually. You know, the chicken was homeless and ownerless at the time.
And you left the other ones there to fend for themselves.
Yeah, don't ask me why. I knew it was a bad idea at the start. Anyway, now we've got it subdued. Let's move.
It's something from a hag.
Can we try and keep an eye out for like any tracks, like if there would be any doggy footprints on the cave floor, whatever.
Doggy footprints.
Perception. Investigation or perception.
Doggy footprints.
Mucky footprints. Oh
Mucky.
shit, Avray. Mucky footprints.
Did you do a survival check for tracking?
No. I did perception, but I can do survival. I'll do survival instead.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be better.
Maybe.
It's a straight roll. Oh, look!
Nat 20!
The one that I actually had a no bonus for, I got 20.
Nice.
No. You're on.
You do occasionally see a bloody paw print, a streak of like the foot has been
In amongst
dragged on the cave, across the cave floor.
drow tracks, like in amongst tracks of drow boots.
The drow aren't leaving any tracks.
Aren't they? Sneaky.
Mm-hmm. Neaky.
Needies.
Very. Okay, well, looks like we might be going the right way. I can see Tia Cat's tracks, everyone. Let's just follow these. We seem to be following it fairly accurately right now. Let's hope we don't lose the tracks.
Can do, Chief.
Damakos doesn't really trust his tracking ability.
Something similar.
Okay.
Get better off some way.
Now, the tracks seem to avoid the spider cavern, taking a side passage that you barely even noticed before.
Ooh.
Now, do you go?
This is new.
Do you go through the way that you know leads back to the Drow City? Through the cavern that
No,
you
we
know
follow-
you already cleared of spiders? Or do you follow the
think we
tracks?
follow- Okay, I think we follow the tracks, but what does everyone else want to do? I mean, we want to go where Tia Cat is, not necessarily. If she's not in the Drow City, we don't want to find her first.
I am back. What did I miss?
Okay, so they're heading.
Chasing.
They're chasing the tracks, and they found some bloody paw prints, some of which look like they're being dragged, like she was literally being dragged away by the Drow. You don't see any Drow prints, but you do occasionally see these pretty clear bloody cat paw prints. And they're, instead of leading through the spider den that you already cleared, they go down a narrow side passage. It was barely noticeable. So my question was, do you try and cut them off by going through the spider lair, which you already cleared, and try to get to the Drow City before them? Or do you follow the tracks down this narrow passage you've never been down before?
How would we know we would How would we know we'd cut them off if we went down the way we went before?
You don't.
Exactly.
I'd say follow the tracks. This could be going to a totally separate area.
Yeah. Everybody in agreement?
Follow. I say follow.
Yep. Tracks.
I'm up following the tracks.
Okay.
We should.
Sorry?
I was saying we should follow the tracks.
Okay, so everybody's in agreement. Follow the tracks. Okay.
Indeedies.
Yep.
Okay.
We check the passage out a little. See if we can spot any
Okay. Well, be outside of it.
potential dangers.
Yeah.
No, apparently not.
You're checking
Unless
for,
anyone else wants to have a look.
checking for traps?
Yeah.
Checking for danger. Yep.
Checking for traps.
Checking for
No.
just danger generally, Damakos was. But someone else can check for whatever they want.
Yeah. Can I do a check for
Someone
traps
else is going to
with
get a better
Arcana?
than 5.
If you find a trap, you can use Arcana to try and figure it out, especially if it's complicated. But to find the trap in the first place, you need to rely on your perception.
Cool.
Nope.
Damn. Okay.
I do have blind sight 60 feet, otherwise I can...
You still need to make a perception check.
Okay.
It's going to reduce the DC slightly. Because you're not stumbling around the dark. There we go. Okay.
Almost done at 20.
So you see several things. You see that up above your heads there is loose stones that are being held back in a netting. Further down the corridor, you see a rope leading down the wall to a loose panel that has been covered over with dust. And then the tunnel opens up into a cave-like area just beyond the pressure pad.
Well, yeah, he'll tell that to the rest of the group.
So you tell the group that there's loose stones held back by a netting above your head, and a few feet away in the direction you're going there is a pressure plate. Right?
Yes.
What does everybody make of that?
Do we pretend to fall for the trap?
You're going to deliberately trigger it and drop the stones?
That may lower them out. But it's kind of like a small corridor, right?
Yeah, but it opens up after the pressure plate.
Oh, okay. Well, yes.
And if anyone wants to scout ahead to see what's in that room, you can.
If we're going to trigger the trap, we might as well be on the far side of it.
You really should be on. You want to send your familiar ahead?
Yes.
Okay.
I will watch through his eyes.
Okay, so you send your familiar ahead, and through his eyes, you see nothing in that room except for the skull of some large, long-dead monster. I mean, judging by the size of the skull, the thing was probably gargantuan. There's also several strange pink orbs laying on the ground around it.
Dick will explain what she saw, but she sounds very confused. Big, massive skeleton like this makes...
Just the skull. You don't see the rest of the bones, just the skull.
Just the skull. Like, huge. Absolutely huge. Surrounded by weird purple orbs.
Sounds very weird. Could you see what it was for?
Can I make some kind of check?
Do you want to do Arcana or History, or is your familiar picking up one of the orbs?
He is not picking it up.
Or poking
So
the
what
skull?
was it, Arcana or...
History.
I have slightly better Arcana. Oh. Out of character, this kind of looks like a ritual circle.
Interesting.
17.
17. There's something about this skull that rings a loud, terrifying bell. The pink orbs and the shape of the skull reminds you of a death tyrant.
Yeah, she's going to just go, we don't want to go in there. I think that's a death tyrant.
It's sleeping at the moment, though. Maybe you can sneak through it without being noticed.
The tea cat's tracks carrying on through.
Yeah.
Like.
The tracks lead this way.
Tea cat and these drow passed by this way.
Ooh, these things are dangerous.
Should we try sneaking past?
What's the death tyrant?
Big floating head, but the undead version of a big floating head with a one eye.
Not quite.
They are very dangerous.
Out of character taken, they're basically a beholder's nightmare that's made real.
Yes, when a beholder dreams of death, it spawns a death tyrant.
Oh, lovely. That's fun.
You know what? We fought one of those.
Okay. So, you've got a sleeping death tyrant and a falling rock trap. What do?
We lure it into here.
How are you going to
But then we might be blocking our way out.
Don't hit the trap or lure it. River says don't hit the trap or lure it.
Well, we could lure it over here and drop the rocks.
How are you going to trigger the trap if it's between you and the trigger plate?
Is this dirt like diggable? If I go into,
Don't you have magic missile?
It's not very deep.
I have magic missile, yeah.
So you could
So,
aim for the
magic
pressure plate.
Jump on it.
Or the rope even.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's a good shout.
Or even blast the netting itself.
True. That's a good shout. Well, I could always break the rope whilst it's under. I mean, I don't know how we'd get it over there, but there's always that option.
Is your did you bring your familiar back to you, or is it still in the room with the death tyrant?
Probably have it keeping an eye on death tyrant.
Okay.
How much are they paying for the gold bars? How much are they paying for the gold bars?
They
Okay.
a pink orb in the eye socket of the skull begins to glow.
I think it's waking up.
Oh no.
Get ready to back off.
And your familiar gets disintegrated.
It's coming! I'm backing down the tunnel.
Well, that's.
Okay. So you guys are in the tunnel at the moment, probably about 60 feet away from the entrance to the opening into the room. Roll initiative.
Cool. Initiative.
Oh.
It's EP.
Oof. Oof.
Oof.
Faster than Death Tyrant, thank God.
Big man isn't.
Ouch.
Wow.
Wait, hold on.
Terrible rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Damakos, they've woken the Death Tyrant. It's coming for them.
Oh shit.
Go ahead and
Oh,
Yeah.
roll initiative. You're still in the tunnel underneath the stones right now.
Okay, well we need to move away from those stones that are above our heads. We could get squished by them.
Yeah, I think the idea is to...
The tick drew our attention to them. Yeah, my +2 initiative didn't really help much.
Looks like I'm still waiting for Amira. Amanda? Okay.
Bob stopped to look at an interesting pebble on the ground.
Maybe.
You know, I wonder how you are alive sometimes.
You wonder how who is alive sometimes.
The one who just stopped to look at a pebble on the ground.
Amira, okay. 20. I'm sure what she actually was doing was trying to manage her children, but
I was just making stuff. I was just making stuff up.
yeah.
Oh no, I know.
Like why she wasn't in the involved in the fight initially.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Damakos is gonna have to roll off with the Death Tyrant because we both got the same roll. D6, please.
You got this.
Oh,
yeah.
you don't got this.
I don't got this. I
You
don't
do
got
not
this.
have this.
I do not.
Womp womp.
It's the shitty night tonight.
Alright.
Damakos was distracted by because he was looking at
Watching Amira.
Amira looking at the pebble.
Despite that, Amira still managed to be faster than all of you. So,
Yeah.
okay. Amira, you're in the tunnel, huddled up with the rest of the party. They're hesitating about what to do. There's a pile of rocks hanging above their heads. A pressure switch about 30 feet ahead of you. And 30 feet beyond that is the room with the undead beholder in it. What do you want to do?
The only thing I know to do is to attack.
Okay. So, do you want to dash into the room?
No, I'm going to hold my action until the trap is triggered.
Okay. Now you do have an ability called Instinctive Pounce, where if you rage, you can actually move an additional 15 feet. So that would be a 45-foot movement altogether, if you wanted to. But yeah, that would potentially block the Death Tyrant from getting underneath the rocks. So, backing up so that you're clear of the rocks yourself, and then holding your action.
I think it'd be best to just hold my action.
Okay. Do you want to
I
activate?
almost just ran ahead and attacked, but that ruins the entire plan.
Would you like to at least activate your Storm Aura so that everybody within 10 feet of you gets 3 temporary hit points?
Oh, yes.
Cool.
Sorry?
Indeed. She almost pulled a Leroy Jenkins. Tick Tick. What do you want to do?
Yep.
Everybody got 3 temporary hit points.
Yay. Can I move back as far as I can walking?
You're going to back up 30 feet?
And Eldritch Blast this thing.
Okay. You should have 2 shots with that now.
Yay.
Yep.
D20 plus 7. Roll it. In the D&D campaigns channel, please.
Yeah, it's in the D&D campaigns channel.
Yay!
D20 plus 7.
2 iterations of D20 plus 7, because you get 2 rays now. I just poured Coke down my face. Alright, so the 18 hits, but the 10... Actually, no. The 18 doesn't hit either. Ha ha!
I can inspire people now, though, can't I?
You can what?
I can inspire people now, can't I?
You have Bardic Inspiration, yes, as a bonus action.
Okay. Who's next in the initiative order?
That would be a Nancy.
Bonus
Put them here,
action
I'll set up
inspiration
this
on a Nancy. You have a D6.
Oh, thank you.
Go, Spider-Man!
Alright. Is that your turn?
That's all she can do.
Right. Roger that. I'm gonna be saving that inspiration for a little bit.
What you gonna do?
Anansi is going to use conjure animals, and he is going to conjure 4 spider swarms. They look like they're almost crawling out of every nook and cranny that is visible. And
Okay.
they just begin.
Did they climb up the... Did they climb up onto the walls and the ceiling?
Yeah,
Or
that's
are
what I
they-
meant.
Okay.
Yeah, they're climbing. They're going to be trying to climb onto the Death Tyrant.
The Death Tyrant is at least 60 feet away.
Okay, you're right. Sorry.
Now, if you... Rather than having the spiders come out of you, if you want, you can summon them at a point 60 feet away from you.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean they were coming out of me. When I said nooks and crannies, I meant like any holes and all stuff.
Oh, okay. Is the object to try and herd the Death Tyrant down the tunnel towards you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's going to be kind of nipping at it from behind, trying to almost shepherd it directly towards where they're trying to lure it.
So you place 8 swarms of spiders. 8 swarms
Yeah,
or 4
4.
swarms? 4 swarms. Cool.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, for all 4 of them, rather than 4 individual rolls. There we go. Number 10.
That's the same initiative count as me right now, actually.
Are you also a +1? Yes, you
Yeah.
are. Okay. I'll may as well do them right after your turn then.
Fair enough. I'm going. Yeah, that's my turn.
Sure, what? I'm sorry.
Okay. And what are you going to have your spiders do?
They're going to be just kind of harassing the Death Tyrant from the back, just constantly biting.
So they're going
swarming.
to move around behind the Death Knight and try to herd it towards the tunnel. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So they do have a 20-foot speed. Okay. All right. Rivis, what do you do?
For now, I will just hold my action until our little trap is sprung.
Okay.
What were you short of, did you say?
And now the Death Tyrant.
Oh.
It's going to before at the start of its turn, it's going to use its legendary action to do an eye ray, and then on its turn, it's going to do 3 more eye rays. So that's going to be 4 eye rays altogether. At spiders. 1 gets hit with a disintegration ray. That's 1 make a dex save. 1 gets hit with a sleep ray. That's 1 make a wisdom save. Another gets hit with a fear ray, so that's another wisdom save, and the last one, petrification, which is another dexterity.
So Dex, Wisdom.
Dex, Wisdom, Dex. Ooh, okay. So, the first swarm, the god.
Like it was last time.
It's gonna take.
Sorry.
47 points of force damage.
Yep. It just kind of dissipates into thin air.
They're disintegrated. The second swarm are fall asleep and remain unconscious for a minute, unless somebody makes an action to wake all the spiders. And well, it's a good day to die. The fear ray, that swarm is frightened, cannot move any closer. Go on.
They're immune to the frightened condition.
Oh, yay. So that one's okay. And finally, petrification. On a failed save, on a success, the effect ends. Okay, they're fine as well because they passed with their dirty 20. But yeah, pachoo, 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 pachoo. And you hear a whispered threat in deep speech. And then Damakos.
So I'm assuming that everybody moved back from under the net of stones above our heads.
So far, only Tick Tick has moved back.
Okay.
Everyone else didn't move from their starting position.
Okay. Well, Damakos is going to move back because he doesn't like standing under a heap of stones that look like they're about to drop on his head.
Yep, makes sense.
So I didn't get shot.
And he is going to.
If you stay on a wagon outside the telegram stations, the guards get antsy and shoot.
I'm going to cast.
I feel like I'm making you mad.
Don't think so. It's an aberrant language.
Dissonant whispers.
Spell dissonant. Now, if I was going to be a jerk, I would say that you can't actually see the thing. Yeah, it's actually more than 60 feet away from you, especially since you backed up.
Oh, so it's far away from us.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't realise it was that far from us. I can not do that. If that's fine. I just didn't realise it was that far away.
Yeah.
In that case, I will cast Armor of Agathis.
Good idea. Gives you more temporary hit points. Well, replaces the 3. Armor of Agathis. Yeah, so you got 5 temporary hit points, and if anything hits you, they take 5 points of cold damage. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so move back past Armor of Agathis. And I also, as a bonus action, do Bardic Inspiration on whoever is next. Have a turn.
Cool. That would be Big Man.
Big Man tongue, yes.
You've got Bardic Inspiration.
An extra d6 that you can add to a d20 roll.
I said sure.
On top of your build for success, if you want.
I was gonna.
Or instead of.
I guess I'll use my action then.
What were you gonna do?
I was gonna step back and hold action until he went under.
That's fine. You can. You still have that bardic inspiration ready to use. It doesn't go away.
Oh, it sticks with. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay.
I'll move back. Say 30 feet and just use hold action for when it goes under magic missile to
Yes.
drop it.
And then it comes back to Amira, who you're going to back up with the rest of them, yes? Or are you going to charge forward and try and chase the Death Tyrant into the tunnel?
As much as I want to chase him, I'm going to back up like the rest of them.
Okay. Tick, tick.
Eldritch Blast again.
Yep. 120 feet.
Uh-huh.
Go on.
Exclamation R2D20 plus 7.
1 hits this time.
Yay!
D10 plus 4.
Seven.
11 points of damage.
And I back up another 30 feet.
Another 30 feet. Okay.
It's a Death Tyrant. I'm not underestimating it.
You're now out of range for your next Eldritch Blast, unless it gets closer.
Always move closer if it doesn't.
Cute. Next up is Anansi.
Mm-hmm.
You're still under the
Anansi?
rocks.
Yeah, Anansi is just going to run backwards 30 feet. Just trying to distance himself from the rocks.
Are you literally running backwards? Like,
no, not running backwards, but
you're turning around and running away from the Death Tyrant.
yeah.
Go.
And for his, where's the beholder relative to the, not the beholder, the Death Tyrant relative to the trap?
So he's okay. So you're under the trap. You're under the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
The trigger plate's 30 feet away from that, towards the Death Tyrant, and the Death Tyrant itself is another 30 feet beyond that.
Alright. I think I'm going to hold my action for now until the Death Tyrant is underneath the rocks. Is that right?
Yep. Are you going to stay exactly where you are, directly under the rocks, or are you going to move
No,
back?
I'm moving back 30 feet.
Cool. And then your spiders, or at least the 2 still functional swarms of spiders.
Yeah. One of the swarms is just going to depart from the Death Tyrant briefly and just buzz, and just kind of meld with the other one, just waking up all the spiders that are currently sleeping. You know.
Okay. So they're using their action to wake up the other swarm. All right.
Yeah. One of them are.
Each spider shakes another spider. Okay.
So 2 spiders are still. Sorry.
So yes, they both of them are out of this round because yes, but the one that didn't get petrified.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's still being an annoying little bastard and just constantly buzzing and almost shepherding the Death Tyrant towards the rocks.
It's trying to.
Yeah. Actually, I might run it.
Go on.
Sorry, what were you saying?
The problem is that the Death Tyrant hovers off the ground. What are they going to do? Now.
The spiders are just going to nip it in the arse, to be honest.
How?
They're... Hold on. Oh, I know what to do, actually. They've got climbing speed.
So they're going to run up the wall and drop on him?
Pretty much.
Alright.
It's raining spiders.
Alright. Assuming they got into position last turn, or at least towards position last turn, they can now drop on the Death Tyrant and try to bite him. D20 plus 3. Stack the spiders.
That's a 17.
17 does not hurt.
416. 80.
Yeah, do you remember Amanda said that she didn't like spiders?
Oh, shit, right.
460. 80.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Alright.
It's okay. It's not a huge deal. I can deal with it.
Yeah, but
it's just
you
like...
didn't have to, should you? Anyway. So that was an anti-spiders. Rivers! You're holding position. Are you going to try and taunt the tyrant? Lure it toward you? Or...
I was actually debating on just saying we're trying to track the drow that were coming through there.
Alright. And you're going to say that... Oh, actually...
To the death.
In common?
Yes, I'm not sure. I think the other language I know is Aqua.
Yeah, you know, Aquan, yes. The primordial language of the water. Yeah. Okay.
Is it no infernal? This thing?
You don't know. The Death Tyrant stares at you down the tunnel. You all feel drained as its main eye looks at you. You don't actually lose any hit points, but you feel like you can't. If you tried to heal, you wouldn't be able to.
Lovely.
And then...
Chill.
And then... let's see... Yes. The only one that would be out of range is Tick Tick. So let's see who gets. Alright, we're gonna have to redo that one because 5 again? Alright. 2. Okay. So Amira, you're number 1. Tick Tick is number 2. So if it gets you, it's not gonna hit. Yeah. Actually, we'll skip that. We'll make the spiders number 2. Anansi number 3, Rivers number 4, Damakos 5, and Big Man 6. Yeah. 4d6 to see where they go. Okay, so Big Man gets the petrification ray. Make a dexterity save.
Lovely. Dex save is one of my worst ones. At least it's not a minus. Cool. Here we go. D. No, not -1. That's a 7. No, that'd be an 8.
Because it's +1?
Sorry?
Yes.
Either way, it's a fail, I'm afraid.
Either way, it's a fail.
And that means that you begin turning to stone and you are restrained. The Innovation Ray would be on Anansi.
Uh-oh.
Would you be so kind as to make a Constitution saving throw?
Roger that. 16.
So close. Ah. Helps if I type it in the right place. 88. You take 48 points of necrotic. And number 1 was the paralyzing ray. Amira, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I've got the other 2.
So that would be a d20 plus 5 for you. You rolling it for her, Rob? Oh, there it is.
That's alright.
And Nancy currently looks like he's about to collapse. Yeah. 15. So Amira is paralyzed for a minute. You can repeat the save at the end of each turn, ending the effect if you succeed. And then finally, the spiders get the slowing ray. Can one of the spider swarms, probably the one that's on him, make a dex save?
17.
It passes.
Only one that beat the goddamn save are the spiders.
And it's funny because, what that does, if they'd failed, their speed would be halved, and they can't take reactions, and on their turn they can only take an action or a bonus action, not both. None of that would affect the spiders. But anyway, Damakos.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what save am I making?
You're not making a save, it's your turn. But you saw
okay.
You saw 3 of your allies get blasted. Anansi looks like he's on his last legs. Big Man looks like he's turning to stone, and Amira is just paralyzed. What do you do?
Okay, can I do lay on hands as a bonus action?
You do lay on hands as an action, I'm afraid.
Okay. I won't do that then because I'll waste my action.
But you've got...
I'll just try and...
You don't have healing word, I'm afraid.
No, I do not have healing word. Maybe I should have thought about this. Okay, well I'm going to try and do... Is it close enough now?
It is 60 feet away and you can see it.
Okay, can I try dissonant whispers on it?
Yeah.
Or, actually, do you know what? I'll try command.
Ooh.
Command the...
You're going to make it flee? Because what you want to do is have it approach you, right? And get under the trap?
Okay, command... Yeah, command... dash towards dash. Or like, come or something. Approach. Approach.
Yeah, you don't have to use the words that are on there, but... Yeah. Schnell. So it needs to make a wisdom save.
It's not wise. Probably bloody wise, isn't it? God damn. Good thing. Pretty much all head is probably very wise.
It got a 21.
There you go, see?
Which is 7 points higher than your spell save DC.
Exactly. Okay,
it laughs at you in deep speech.
Yeah. I'm going to say an infernal. Rob, what were you trying to say to it before?
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
Tracking the drow.
Yeah, we're looking for the drow.
I'm gonna try... Yeah, we just want to pass. We're chasing the drow. I'll say an infernal. I don't know if it understands infernal. It's the only language that Damocos speaks that it might speak.
It's worth a try. It doesn't seem to understand you though, or if it is, it's not responding. Big man, you're restrained. Now you can
another deck.
So you can try to the deck save again at the end of your turn, but you can do something before that if you want.
What is that something?
Well, restrained just means that you can't move, and any attacks that you make would be at disadvantage.
Yeah, okay, cool. I will,
Magic Missile doesn't require a roll to hit.
A Magic Missile, yeah. At, level 2.
Ooh, 4d4 plus 4. You're not the only one who can fling magic!
44. Hell yeah. Yeah. 7.
Nice!
Oh
almost
God,
max.
That was really perfect.
Yes, almost perfect.
And can I bonus action tongues?
Tongues is not a bonus action spell.
I wanted to smack talk it.
You can try, but you'd be doing it in common or gnomish.
Yeah, smack talk it in gnomish. That was funny. In gnomish, I say. Imagine being a stupid eye. You're not the only one who can fling magic. You're the only one that can fling magic, you know, you stupid eye.
You stupid eye! Okay. And then at the end of your turn, you can try to not be turning to stone.
Yes. Because petrification doesn't sound fun.
No, dexterity save.
Plus 1.
+1. 13. That's a fail. You are stone.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
I'm the rock.
Never leave the house without basilisk oil. Remember this for the future.
Yep, you're transformed along with any non-magical objects wearing or carrying into a solid inanimate substance, usually stone. Its weight increases by a factor of 10 and it ceases aging. You're incapacitated. In other words, can't take actions or reactions. You cannot move or speak, and you're unaware of your surroundings. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. You automatically fail strength and saves. You're resistant to all damage, and you're immune to poison and disease. You're transformed into stone.
Ow. I'm rock.
You are
Rock
the rock.
solid.
I wanted to cast Lesser Restoration on my turn. Fair enough. Can an autonom be petrified? Apparently, yes.
Yeah, because I imagine it would just like
760.
freeze over the wiring and the gearage and stuff.
Basically, all of you would be calcified. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a new terrifying. Okay, Amira. You are paralyzed at the moment.
Sorry, say that again.
Which pretty much means you can't do anything except try to not be paralyzed by re-rolling your con save. D20 plus 5. Nope. Still paralyzed.
I wasn't sure if you were touching me or not, so.
Okay. Tick tick.
Would I cast Lesser Restoration? I mean, looking at my spells, I see you added Tasha Hideous Laughter.
I did, yes. So I thought that would be right up your alley. You can switch it out for a different level 1 bard spell if you want. But
I wanted to put Lesser Restoration just in case.
Okay.
For example, one of the party members pissed off our rogue's pet chicken.
Oh. Fair enough. So, do you want to unparalyze the barbarian?
I was hoping I could undo the stone, but...
So 6 times.
Petrification's not listed, unfortunately.
Sadness.
1,310.
Then I will unpetrify the barbarian.
Unparalyze the barbarian. Cool.
Yeah.
Yay, she says.
Make it count.
And I've switched that on your character sheet. Okay.
Speaking of barbarians, have another inspiration, D6. Wait, did you use the last one?
She hasn't used it She hasn't used it. She's still got it.
Okay, who is after her in initiative?
You. I don't think Amira got it before, actually. I think it was Anansi you gave it to before.
They did.
Anansi, you got the Bodak inspiration before, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Amira hasn't got a D6.
Okay, then
so
Amira
now she does.
gets inspiration.
Yay! Alright. Is that your turn then, Tick Tick?
That is my turn. There's not much else I can do.
And that burned one of your Warlock spell slots.
Wait. I will say in undercommon, we're just following the Drow. We don't mean to
I just sent you one.
fight. Sorry if we disturbed you, I say in Undercommon.
What Drow? It says in Undercommon.
Their tracks go by here, you did not see them, sir?
There were no Drow.
They must have snuck past you. Would you like us to kill them for you?
Did you not lead them through the thing?
You try to trick me.
Okay.
I know trick. I promise.
I would say roll persuasion, but you already used your action. So
Yeah, and it's too late for me to call out the ghosts, isn't it?
again, not this turn.
Next round.
Anansi!
You give me sadness, Mr. Dean.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nancy is going
Okay.
to. Let me just send you something DMs really quick. Sorry, this will just take a second.
Oh, someone's up to mischief that doesn't want the party to know.
Alright.
A little bit. A little bit.
You know you're supposed to be working together as a team, right?
I know.
What's a team?
Yeah, we'll do. Love you. See you in a bit.
You alright?
Okay. So you just want... Okay.
What's up?
So you want to apply the shadow template to a...
Wait, this is something I found in D&D Beyond. This isn't homebrewed.
Oh, that... Oh, well, we're on the Witchlight.
Yeah.
Let me check. Page 213. Forgive me if I don't trust D&D Beyond.
That's completely fair. I can't blame you.
Well, it certainly ain't on page 213. Let's see. Creatures. Okay, it's not there. Let's see if it's in one of the specific adventures. Finding some interesting stat blocks that I didn't realize were in here, but not that one. Squirt the a displace a beast kitten. Yay! I didn't know I had that.
That sounds kind of terrifying.
Yeah, it is. Tree blind. Clapper claw the scarecrow. Acted long scarf. Kenku.
I'll be right back. Just gotta close my window.
Sure. Tree and sapling. Well, if it is in Well Beyond the Witchlight, I can't find it. But in the monster manual is a template you can apply to creatures that have spent too long in the Shadowfell.
I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry for the wait.
I'm just seeing if this aligns. Yep. Well in dim light of darkness. Interesting. How does it differ from a regular one?
No.
So. Oh.
What's up?
It's got very different abilities from a normal sprite.
Huh?
The stat block that you sent me
Yeah.
is...
What's up?
It's very different from a normal sprite.
Ooh.
Wait, did I send you Sprite stat block?
No, the image is that of a sprite. It just says shadow variant.
Oh, I get what you mean.
So I'm trying to figure out what it's a variant of, since it doesn't tell me. And I was just going by the image.
D&D Beyond, folks.
If
We love
you,
it.
yeah, it's not in Well Beyond the Witchlight. I don't know what the fuck is going on there, but it certainly isn't a pixie, so it can't do. If you want to use this variant, okay, but it can't do the cool stuff that pixies can do. Nor can it do the cool stuff that sprites can do. So, it's up to you.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Okay.
I have 2 gold bars for you.
And of course you
Sorry
can
for
only, and I think you can only bring out 4 of them instead of the 8 that you could bring out if it was a sprite or a pixie.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Could probably
and
do the rest in
actually,
a couple of
you
days.
wouldn't be able to use summon.
Yeah, no, right.
Yeah, this would be a different spell, wouldn't it?
Alright, this is just...
It's not a
Let's
conjure
just
animals.
I know, I was using Conjure Woodland Beings.
How many did you need? 4 more. Okay. Yeah, I should be able to get it done. I've got one almost ready to smelt, and I can get
Yeah,
another
you could only
for
get
a couple
4.
of days.
All right.
Yep, I'm his fiance.
So,
You're fine.
You know, I'm gonna conjure the pixies.
you're gonna do the 8 pixies instead?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No worries. Pixies are way better.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, no worries.
I'm shocked it's CR1/14.
You mean 1/4?
1/4 rather.
It's a quarter. Yeah, 1/4. 1/4. Yeah. So, you got 8 of them, and the by the way, because this is a concentration spell, your spiders go away.
Yep.
And you summon these pixies instead.
Yep. I'm going to use my
Plus
I'm gonna
5
use
for
my
initiative.
I should be able to get the rest for you by probably Friday at the latest.
That's a 9.
Okay.
Sorry?
So
I'm going to use my bonus action to summon Spirit Totem, and that's going to be the Bear Totem. So they're going to gain 12 temporary hit points.
Okay.
So that's 1 plus 2.
So they have
Summon.
13 hit points each instead of 1.
They've got 15 hit points each, plus 2 from Mighty Summoner.
Ah, very cool.
So, yep, that's my turn.
Alright. And what do the pixies do on their turn? Since they go before Rivers.
Alright, can I ask you guys something? Who here is okay with being polymorphed into a spider?
Do we get to cast spells or anything, or do we just think of spider? Like kind of how polymorph works.
Do you want me to show them the stat block I made?
Yeah.
This is the CR7 Goliath Spider version the pixies might turn you into, if you consent.
I would love to be that.
Nice. Nice, that's 2, me and you.
Unless other people, yeah, obvious.
So, yeah. So one of the pixies is gonna turn... Oh, that's an interesting point. Big Man is petrified.
Oh.
But that, I was hoping it would override it. God damn it! I was hoping I could pull a fast one on you.
Shame. Right, so I'm just asking one more time. Does nobody else want to be polymorphed?
Looks like everybody else is not. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hold on. Rivers is typing. That's a no. Yeah, looks like.
That's fair. That's fair.
Looks like no one wants to be a spider.
Yeah.
Hell nah, says Amira.
Hell nah.
As fun as it would be, I need the spells, says Tick Tick.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Right, so exactly one of the pixies is going to turn around and cast Polymorph on
You.
Anansi, so he transforms into the...
Which is probably a good idea, given that you've got barely any hit points left. As a Goliath spider, you've got 65.
Right, and the rest of the pixies are going to all face the beholder, and they're all going to cast. They are all going to try to cast confusion on it.
Confusion?
Confusion.
Spell. So, the Death Tyrant needs to make
7
wisdom saves. All right then. (27, 18, 21, 11, 25, 11, and 18).
And 11 fails.
The 11s fail. Huh? Okay. Yep. So, on its turn, it needs to roll a d10 to see what it does. Fun.
Yep.
And at the end of the turn, it can try to get out of it. Awesome. Well done.
Thank you.
Rivers! The Death Tyrant is confused. And Anansi is a spider, which is appropriate. Because in case people didn't know, Anansi is the name of an African spider god. A mischievous African spider god. Anyway, Rivers, what do you want to do? Rob?
So are we finally in attack mode?
The Death Tyrant is still 60 feet away from you. And now it's confused. Compelled duel?
Has anyone else moved forward yet?
Nah.
No, and
You're all staying behind the stones. It has been
still trying to trap it in the.
It has been discovered that it can speak Undercommon.
Yeah, so I was going to try and do something like that as well. But go ahead, do whatever you want to do, really. I mean, you know.
I will stay behind where the rocks will fall.
Uh-huh. And
I guess I can try and yell out to persuade it to either let us pass or come towards us.
uh-huh. Come here, you big ugly fuck. Persuasion? Or intimidation?
Let's do intimidation.
Alright.
It's alright, Rocco.
Roll it, roll it. 16. Nope. It doesn't help that it's still confused at the moment. Speaking of, on its turn, it can act and move normally. Yay!
Oh
Okay.
no! Oh no!
Oh, ouch.
It did skip its legendary action though. So, who's getting these three? Oh, and once again we got 2 5s and we only need 1. What's the... Oh, okay. So, 3d6. Okay, so the paralyzing ray is going to Rivis. Could Rivis make a con save, please? Oh dear.
Oh no.
Rivis is paralyzed. Number 5 is the Innovation Ray, and that would be on Damokos. Con save, please, Damokos. Pass! Hooray!
Nice.
Nice.
So you only take half the damage. So that's going to be 23 points of necrotic.
Okie dokie.
Instead of the 46, 47 or whatever. And then finally,
That's good.
Charm Ray on Amira. Can you make a wisdom save, please, Amira?
He tried to stop me on the way out of Strawberry. He was on the road going, "Excuse me," and I just ignored him.
Amanda? Could you roll a d20 plus 1 for
Oh,
me?
he's not. He is barred both legally and by us.
Please? Amanda? d20 plus 1, please.
Alright,
Mark calling Orson. Come in, Orson.
I'll do the same.
I will give you hugs.
What's wrong? No, I'll get it tomorrow. It's fine.
Rob?
Yes.
Amanda doesn't seem to be responding.
Oh, okay, you are looking for her. We weren't sure.
I have asked her to make a d20 plus 1 wisdom save against being charmed.
Alright.
Please? Yay, she's typing.
Okay, love you.
Six.
You get hugs, Amanda.
She also becomes charmed
No.
by the tyrant for 1 hour.
Hello.
You think the Death Tyrant's awesome. And you remain for an hour or until the Death Tyrant hurts you. So...
What happened?
He is in an undead way. Yes, he's also in an undead way. Damakos! He hurt you.
Okay, I am going to speak to the thingy in Undercommon and try to persuade it that all we want to do is get past, because we're chasing some drow. Anyone want to give me a help action?
Do you want to roll persuasion?
Yep. Anyone like to help me? If we can get out of this, because we do seem to be...
If they help you, they would be losing their own next action.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I didn't realise that.
It's a help action.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Good point.
Is it? I can't do a bonus action. Oh, never mind.
Okay. It responds by saying... You are chasing shadows. There were no drow that came this way.
Very angry.
Only a horned...
We followed...
Only a horned tabaxi.
Okay, that...
Only a what?
Tabaxi.
Only a horned tabaxi.
Yes, that's who we're following. We thought she was following some drow. That is who we're following. She's our friend. All we want to do is catch up with her. Please just let us pass. We mean you no harm. And we did not mean to disturb your wonderful abode.
She told me to attack any who would come this way.
No, she didn't mean us. We're her friends. Hello, captives.
He seems to be thinking about that. Big man, you can't do anything. Emira, you think the Death Tyrant's awesome. Tick.
Are
you also going to...
Yeah, I guess I'll try the persuasions.
back up what Damakos is saying?
When's that?
Yeah.
Go on, Dean.
Yeah, she would not mean us. But in the spur of the moment, she must have forgotten to say that, sir. We are very sorry for hurting you.
Roll it. D20 plus 3.
Okay.
Nice! Nat 20! Okay.
Nice.
Alright.
But you were so
The Death Tyrant
if it was ever
believes you
in character or
that you are all friends.
not.
He apologizes for turning your mechanoid to stone. And resumes his impression of a, dead skull.
Fantastic.
Don't
Right,
have fun,
okay,
baby.
lay on poor old big man.
I'm sorry, what?
Help. Lay on hands on poor old big man.
It doesn't work on petrification.
It'll... Isn't it? It
Nope.
works on
Why not?
petrification.
What works on petrification? Greater
Restoration.
Greater restoration.
Do we still have the potions? Maybe we can use them to try and figure out an anti-venom?
You're just gonna throw random potions
we
at him
have-
until... Go on.
Literally, all we've got is sleep and petrification potions. That's not going to help. We just petrify him more. Double petrification.
I guess none of us are an alchemist of any kind.
No. Closest thing you had
no.
was...
It's big man.
is the artificer, and that's Big Man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, looks like we'll have to drag him along. Unless, like,
He's 10 times
beholder is
heavier.
kind enough to Can we try and convince the beholder person to unparalyze him? We'll be on our way just as soon as we can. Our friend's quite heavy now. Do you think that you could possibly unpetrify him, please?
Oh, great and powerful.
Have any of you guys seen Incredibles 2?
Yes.
Remember when Mr. Incredible asks Crusher to uncrush the corridor so we can get to the engine room?
Oh god, yeah.
You want me to uncrush? How about I ask you to unpunch somebody? What then? You get a similar response from the Death Tyrant. He can't do that.
Okay.
No.
He can't
Well-
unpetrify somebody, just petrify them.
We might be heading back to the Drow anyway, so maybe they have a priest that can do this? Because without a scroll, I can't do it.
God. It's just like this life is just constantly just chucking up new crap for us to wade through. Oh my God.
I mean, he's not going anywhere.
Okay, who's gonna take the head and who's gonna take the legs?
You gonna try and carry him?
I'm not sure we can carry him. He apparently weighs 10 times as much as he did before.
Yes.
You got some strong people there.
How much strength would it take to carry him?
What was...
Is our
what-
kobold very strong?
He didn't put his weight on there, but I imagine since he is a gnomish mech that he's fairly heavy. But
I forgot to put weight on there, but
yeah,
Oh, I have an idea. I could carry him in my dagger.
No.
yes, you could bring him into your yeah, the extra dimensional space in your vessel. Yeah.
Yeah. Tick Tick will go, I can carry him. Put him in my dagger. I can carry the dagger.
Oh,
Yep.
brilliant. That is an excellent plan, Tick Tick.
Okay.
don't like leaving him here.
So you take the statue of Big Man into the dagger and then pop back out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you want to stay tempted to stay inside as well?
I was definitely tempted. But without my familiar, I can't see what's going on outside.
That's okay, and Nancy's got a shitload of pixies, but now he's a spider, so you know.
Right, we are a bloody strange crew.
Yes!
Tracing through the Underdark with a giant spider.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Go on.
kind of myself, spider, friend, or food.
The giant spider just slowly shakes its head. It doesn't seem like it can speak, but it's just trying to share the idea that not food.
It's funny that you can't speak because you are the one with the highest passive insight. You would know that out of. Were you there when they met the Drow, the Earth Genie?
Yeah, it was.
If anybody is going to have the ability to turn anybody back from stone to flesh and blood, it would be an Earth Genie.
One of the spider's long limbs would just kind of dig at the ground in a second, trying to spell out the letters on the ground. D-A-O.
I thought about that too, but the Drow wants the party dead.
Whose fault is that?
Does she? We're not in her good books at the moment.
I did consider that, but she wants the party dead, so that Drow isn't going to be any help.
I have an idea on that.
Go on.
What we offer her the location of the Death Tyrant as payment.
Why would she be interested?
Wouldn't that make a great pet for a genie to have?
She want a pet?
It's worth a shot.
She wants stone things.
She loves to collect.
Pick do this when they're away from the Death Tyrant, by the way. But she will send a.
Okay, so Anansi is asking if they're not your patron, and they are. So, what does Tick Tick do?
Well, in a location away from the Death Tyrant.
Okay.
Because if it hears us
We
having
carry
this
on a little way
conversation-
down the hall, I guess.
Yeah, you walk past the Death Tyrant and keep going. Yeah, following the bloody paw prints.
Tick is going to go. Hello, oh great patron. I know you wanted me to kill this people, but they have come across a very powerful Death Tyrant, which could be useful if you could convince it to actually do, like, the stone. In return for the location, I want you to bring back the gnome, as he's one of the more useful ones to have around.
But
You dare command me?
Do you not want a Death Tyrant?
I know where you are. I could claim that Death Tyrant even now. You didn't say please.
Pretty pleased with Bubby Boson.
If I do this, and return your mechanical friend, back to how he was. You owe me.
Tick Tick does not want to have to give this Drow any more favours. Because that could end badly for the party.
If you do not wish to accept an open favor, offer me something better than a dead tyrant.
Offer her.
Sorry?
Yeah.
What could Tick Tick offer her? Or does any of the party have anything they can offer her?
How about...
Everlasting labour probably is what she wants.
Yeah.
Well,
She
that's
wants Nancy dead, actually.
is if she uses him as like an extra guard dog or whatever, the Death Tyrant can petrify, hopefully, unsuspecting victims. She brings them into the mine, unpetrifies them, goes, "Oh, I saved your life from that Death Tyrant. You work for me to pay off what you owe me."
I have an idea of what you can do for me. Convince your party, or as many of them as you can, to also name me their patron.
Right.
I'm particularly interested in your paladin friends.
Great and powerful patron has requested.
Sorry, you're muffly.
You're really muffled. I can't understand anything you're saying.
Thank you. Tick Tick will go say out loud, "My great and powerful patron has requested in return for unstonifying our good friend that one of you becomes a worshipper."
You can see Anansi just
Follower.
shake his head the moment that
Follower.
the topic comes up.
Nancy, what? Sorry.
And Nancy's
Sorry.
shaking his head. The spider doesn't want to be a warlock.
Mhm.
Spider can't be a warlock. He doesn't have the charisma.
You would have a item that you can jump into to heal and rest and keep yourself safe, and I use mine to store stuff in, as you've seen.
You can also do extra damage.
You can do a bit of
Who are you
extra
speaking to?
damage. The party. She's trying to persuade one of them to become a follower.
The Drow is particularly interested in Damokos and Rivers because you're the ones with the good charisma.
The guys that would probably benefit from this most is Demokos and Rivers. It could give you a little extra damage as well.
And a ranged option, a very good ranged option in the form of Eldritch Blast.
And of course, who wouldn't want an Eldritch Blast ranged option for when blades aren't always available?
Oh, the enemy's too far away.
Gods and higher powers and magic and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna pass.
Even if it means that Big Man remains petrified. You wouldn't sell your soul to save a friend?
That's just mean.
Damokos?
Damokos is
But-
like is looking at around, not meeting everyone's eyes, and then he eventually just sighs and says, "Okay then, Mm,
No.
What else could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
My soul is tarnished enough. She might as well have it.
You hear a voice in your head, Damokos. You're mine now. And Big Man is no longer stone, but he is in a room full of cushions, and he doesn't recognize. Well, he may.
I was hoping I could trap the gin in there.
You were hoping you could what?
A part of me was hoping the gin would get some.
How is the gin gonna get trapped?
I was wondering if you'd have to go in there to heal him, but hey, he is okay. I can't go back in the dagger unless I destroy it and resummon it. And I don't know if I could
if it's destroyed, then he would pop out of it automatically.
Yeah, would I have to put the ghost's bones back in there?
Yeah. Everything that's in there would leave if you destroy the vessel.
Okay, how does everybody feel about taking a short rest whilst I do? No, wait, I have to wait for a full long rest before I can go back in the dagger to put the ghost bones in there.
I think it's fine for you to feel the way you feel.
Don't I?
Other people could carry the bones.
Yeah, but do we want to do that whilst walking into a possible encounter with Drow?
There's no possible encounter. She's
Drow.
got what she wanted. Oh, with Drow.
I meant Drow, sorry.
Well, you can still stop and short rest for a bit. I'm just saying that you don't have to put the bones back in yet, if you don't want to. Although I think at least some people, like Anansi, for example, might appreciate a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's also 10 to midnight, so it would actually be a pretty good place to put a pin in it.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't realise I was on mute. I was just saying that, and then I realised I was on mute.
Well, now the ghosts can go in and out, so he could communicate with us through the ghost. Because I share that dagger with the ghost currently.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go, says Garrick. Okay. Well, like I said, we're gonna put a pin in it now. So,
Roger that.
make camp in the corridor. Everybody heals up, gets their spell slots and hit points back. You can break and remake your vessel and pop out Big Man, and then when the long rest is over, put the bones and anything else you want back in there. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Sorry that it was a shorter one than usual.
And
Sorry?
carry on.
What were you going to say? I want to know.
Nothing. I was just going to say, my character sold his soul. It was eventful for Damokos.
Tick Tick will be giving you a massive hug.
I'm sure Big Man appreciates it too, if he finds out the reason why he's
He better.
no longer
I'm going
petrified.
to need payment. Of some type.
Next time you level up, it's going to have to be a level of Warlock.
Yeah.
Just a one level dip is all that's required. Now, yeah. So rest, long rest, and yeah. Everybody who's listening to this, all 0 of you. If you happen to stumble upon this video afterwards, awesome. I know we didn't have anybody watching it while it was streaming, but if you enjoyed it, then please like and subscribe and share with all your friends. Hit the little bell so you find out when new episodes are coming up. And even, please, come join us in our Discord Games and Geekery community. There's a link in the description below. And in the meantime, no matter what role you play,
Have a good game.
Have a good